Ever wonder how many stories you've seen on screen weren't quite as they seemed? Hollywood has a long, often, problematic history of casting choices that have sparked uh, intense debate. These aren't just minor missteps, they're moments where the very uh, narrative of a film was altered and identities erased. Let's explore some movies where the casting choices became the story itself. Um, in 2016, Mina uh, attempted to portray the life of the legendary Nina Simone. However, the casting of Zoe Saldana immediately drew fire. And while talented, Saldana's lighter skin tone and the use of prosthetics to mimic Simone's features felt like a betrayal of the singer's identity and struggles with colorism. And the film, unfortunately, became more known for this controversy than for celebrating Simone's incredible legacy. Ghost in the Shell faced similar criticism. Uh, the live action adaptation of the beloved Japanese manga cast Scarlett Johansson as the cyborg Major Motoko Kusanagi. The fans felt this was a missed opportunity to showcase an Asian actress in a major sci-fi role. Attempts to justify the casting with plot twists only fueled the outrage, highlighting the erasure of the character's Japanese heritage. Uh, Cameron Crowe's Aloha, 2015, also stumbled. Well, the character Allison Ing was written as being one quarter Chinese and one quarter uh, Hawaiian extended to read C, casting Emma Stone, a white actress, to play this multiracial character, baffled audiences and sparked a necessary conversation about representation in Hollywood. M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender, 2010, became a cautionary tale. Adapting the popular animated series, the film cast white actors as the leads, despite the source material being heavily influenced by Inuit and East Asian cultures. This decision led to boycotts and protests, rightfully condemning the whitewashing of a beloved story. Gods of Egypt, working at the 2016, drew ridicule even before its release. And the predominantly white cast portraying Egyptian deities ignored historical context and geography. While apologies were issued, the damage was done, and the film became a symbol of Hollywood's lack of diversity. Ridley Scott's Exodus, Doubts and Kings, which is 2014, sparked debate about the economics of Hollywood. Um, uh, while the director defended his casting choices, critics pointed out the disproportionate representation of Black actors in subservient roles, reinforcing colonialist visuals. Disney's Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time attempted a blockbuster franchise, but faced criticism for casting Jake Gyllenhaal as the Persian Prince Dastan. The lack of Iranian representation in a story set in the Middle East was a glaring oversight. Han, 2015, faced backlash for casting Rooney Mara as Tiger Lily, a Native American princess. Despite petitions and protests, the decision was made. resulting in further criticism and a disappointing box office performance. Marvel's Doctor Strange sparked debate about adapting source material. Tilda Swinton was cast as the Ancient One, originally depicted as an elderly Tibetan man. While the filmmakers attempted to justify the change, it ultimately raised questions about cultural sensitivity and representation in the height celebrated Latinx culture, but also faced valid criticism regarding colorism. The lack of dark-skinned Afro-Latinx actors in lead roles highlighted the complexities of representation even within marginalized communities. The classic West Side Story, well beloved, also contains problematic casting elements. And Natalie Wood played Maria while wearing makeup to darken her skin, and many of the Shark gang members were white actors in brownface, a stark reminder of the era's biases. The Conqueror 1956, with John Wayne as Genghis Khan, remains a notorious example of insensitive casting. The film serves as a cautionary tale about cultural accuracy and the dangers of historical misrepresentation. Dragon Ball Evolution in 2009 disappointed fans by stripping away the Asian identity of the source material. The film's Westernization of a story deeply rooted in Eastern mythology was a major misstep. Star Trek Into Darkness drew criticism for casting Benedict Cumberbatch as Khan, a character originally established as being of Indian descent. The erasure of the character's ethnicity sparked a debate about race-blind casting versus honoring established lore. Memoirs of a Geisha, 2005, faced controversy regarding cross-ethnic casting. While the actresses were talented, critics questioned why a mixed-race actress wasn't hired for a role that demanded cultural sensitivity. The Lone Ranger, with Johnny Depp as Tonto, drew fire for a portrayal many considered a stereotypical caricature. And the decision to put a white actor in redface was widely criticized. Stonewall was accused of whitewashing history by centering the white protagonist rather than the trans women of color who were pivotal in the real events. The film failed to honor the true heroes of the LGBTQ plus rights movement. 21, 2008, based on a true story of an MIT blackjack team, cast white actors in roles that should have gone to the Asian American students who inspired story. And a missed opportunity to showcase diverse representation and A Mighty Heart with Angelina Jolie portraying Marianne Pearl raised questions about why a mixed-race actress wasn't hired for the role. The visual transformation required for Jolie to play the part drew uncomfortable comparisons to blackface. And that Two People Don't Argo, or 2012, with Ben Affleck as Tony Mendez, missed a chance to highlight the Hispanic heritage of the real-life intelligence officer. The erasure of Mendez's ethnicity was a disappointing oversight, and Breakfast at Tiffany's Mickey Rooney's performance as Mr. Yunioshi remains one of the most offensive racial
caricatures in cinema history.
A stark reminder of the biases of the past. Death Note Netflix adaptation moved the setting from Tokyo to Seattle and cast white actors in the lead roles. Fans criticized the production for failing to embrace the cultural origins of the story.
Which of these casting choices?
Let us know in the comments. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time, thanks.